Hello everyone, myself Sneha Dalvi. So today we are going to see again a topic related to network security, that is a distributed denial of service attack. So basically what exactly we are going to cover in this video is nothing but we are going to see what is DOS attack, then what is DDoS attack, what is botnets, uh, how the DDoS attack has been performed, as well as how we can prevent from this kinds of attack. So without wasting any time, just let's get started. So yeah, denial of service attack, you can see it is also known as DDoS attack. So basically just I have told, this is nothing but the summary which we are going to study today, that is introduction to DDoS attack, the definition and all, and then we will go further with different types of DDoS attack, that is difference between DOS and DDoS, and then we'll see what exactly botnet is, then what are the different botnet operations we are going to perform on it, then what are the preventive measures we can take to come out with DDoS attack, and finally the conclusion. So moving further, distributed denial of service attack is nothing but an attack from a single source such that the resources are exhausted on the target beyond as servicing capacity. So what exactly the DOS attack is? Uh, there is a user and he is just trying to find out to a target server, then there will be a malicious actor which is also known as attacker or a hacker. So what he will do, he will install a botnet controller. Okay, with that help of controller he will flood the traffic over there. Okay, so first of all we'll see the definition of DOS and DDoS. So DOS is nothing but attack to a single source, only we are just targeting to a single system. Okay, whereas a distributed denial of service attack is an type of an attack which is performed on multiple sources. Okay, just on multiple servers. Okay, so as the definition says, a DDoS attack is nothing but an attack from multiple sources such that the source are exhausted on a target beyond its serving capacity. Means what? For example, the target system has a capacity of 20 packets per second. So beyond, if you are increasing the traffic capacity of that particular packets, then there will be a traffic generated over the network, and you can't the data packets cannot be transferred till the destination. So this is basically a such type of an attack. So we'll see basic difference between DOS and DDoS. So moving further, we can see the definition between DOS and DDoS. Okay, so what exactly the definition says, for DOS, it's an attempt to make a computer resource unavailable to its intended user. So it is basically for a single user. So for that timing, that user cannot access the server at that moment, whereas DDoS works closely like DOS only, but the only difference is that DDoS, that is work on multiple system or a distributed system you can say, which is used to launch this attack. Number of machines, obviously in DOS we are going to use a single machine at a time of launch, whereas in DDoS we are going to use multiple machines at the time of a launch. Okay, difficulties, that is, yes, difficult to prevent than DOS attack, more complicated to prevent the DDoS attack. Okay, so because why more complicated? Because there are multiple systems affecting at the same time. Malware involvement, obviously there is no malware involvement in DOS, whereas in DDoS we use different kinds of softwares or malwares which can be affected with that particular type of an attack. Why? Because multiple systems, multiple machines are attached, connected to that particular system. Why? Because it is distributed. So this is the basic difference between DOS and DDoS. Then moving further, we are going to see what exactly botnets are. So as a definition says, botnet is nothing but a collection of internet, okay, connected device that are infected by control by the common type of malware. Is nothing but a botnet. By the example or a diagram, you can indicate that one is a target system. He is just releasing a botnet, and it's been affected to the multiple system which are connected to the particular network. Okay, so moving further, operations, how we can just summarize the scenario of botnet operations. For example, you can see the example, there is a cyber criminal hacker. So what exactly he is doing, he is just releasing the bots to the different systems. So you can see first it infects the system. Then what is the second wave? When the bots releases, it releases to other system which are connected towards in a common particular LAN or a network. Then he can access to the servers by sending the information or by setting up the commands, or it get updated on its own. So there is a stepwise a description of bot operations which is given in the diagram. So we'll just go through it. The first is nothing but infect the computers. The second, infected computers become bots. Then what is the third step? While becoming bots, infected computers spread the infection by just transferring the data or transmitting the data. Then fourth point is nothing but accessing the control over servers and to send information, as well as fifth stage, send commands or instruction, update the boards. And after this all the system becomes board, then he is going to perform the DDoS attack, that sending the spam messages over the systems which are connected to the internet to that particular IP address range. So this is the basically operation of botnet operations. Okay, moving further. Now what are the different types of or different categories of DDoS attack? So basically we have 7 different categories in DDoS attack according to the syllabus. So first is nothing but HTTP flood, whereas second goes with ping flood, third goes with ping of death, then is nothing but a smurf flood, then DNS amplification, SYN flood. SYN stands for synchronization flood, and next is nothing but UDP flood. So we'll see one by one with the help of a diagram so that it will be very easy for us to understand. Okay, so first is nothing but HTTP flood. What exactly happens in HTTP flood? As the image is indicating, there is a server, there are both computer. Both is nothing but an infected computer. They are just requesting HTTP flood to the server so that the user cannot access the particular server at that moment of time. So this is all depending upon your internet. They are just blocking the hypertext transfer protocol over there. So this is about HTTP flood. Then moving further towards ping flood. What exactly the ping flood is? If consider an example, there is host 1 and host 2. Okay, if host 1 is going to send a package to host 2, but it is been unreachable to that host. Why? Because of the DDoS attack which has been executed over there. So here there is a packet loss. So this is all about ping flood. Then moving further, we have ping of death. So what exactly it is? So again a diagrammatic explanation. There is an attacker's computer, there is a victim's web server. So when an attacker computers want to send an IP address with the help of the ICMP protocol. Obviously when you want to communicate from one system to another system, we use a protocol known as ICMP, it is Internet Control Message Protocol. Okay, so this is all about that only. You can see the description over here. The attacker computer wants to send a package which is of size 65.538 bytes. Okay, while sending the package, what exactly has happening? The size of a package is exceeded the size limit which is already been set by the internet protocol. Okay, so because of that it is not reachable to the server. Okay, or a victim's web server. So what you can do, so what about that package? The packet get lost or get damaged to, at that particular time. So this is all about ping of that. Means what? While connecting to the computers or a system web server, the data packet size has been exceeded its limit, so that it cannot be fragmented or not be transferred from the attacker's computer to the victim web server. So this is another type of an attack, DDoS attack, that is ping of death. When moving further, we have smurf flood. What exactly smurf flood is? So again the diagrammatic represent attackers want to send a message or send a request, ICMP request, to the router that holds a high number of devices with a spoof IP address, the victim's web address server. For example, there is a router and computer is connected to the router. Obviously router consists of many IP addresses in it. So basically that router has been spoofed by some hacker or attacker over there. So what exactly the attacker will do? The router passes all the request which is being generated at that their end, and it is transferred or respond to the ping, right? So whenever the IP address comes, it give a ping request to it. Okay, so what exactly the devices are doing? The device amplifies the original request. Okay, by the multiple number of devices and direct the attack to the victim's web server. Okay, so there is nothing but Smurf flood is done on the victim server. Okay, so what happens in that scenario, the victim's server get exhausted and is unable to give the services to the users. So this again, this is a type of an attack which is performed by the attacker on the victim's web server, so that he cannot give his services to the legitimate users over there. So moving further is nothing but DNS amplification. So what exactly happening in this, there is a board computer, obviously an infected computer, and a user is there, and there is an open DNS resolver. So what exactly the board computer is doing, he is just spoofing the request. Okay, so user want to connect over internet, he will spoof the request. Spoof means what, just doing such kind of a jasusi. Okay, in Hindi you can call it as an spying something. Okay, so he will spy the request, what exactly the user is doing. He will just open the DNS resolver, he will check the response, and it will store it at her end or his end, so that he can use that request or sensitive information later on. Okay, so this is all about DNS amplification. Okay, so it is a type of a DDoS attack which is performed directly on a DNS resolver, like a DNS server, to fetch the user information. So moving further, we have a sync flood, that is SYNAC. Okay, the sync stands for synchronization flood. So what exactly it is happening, there is an infected computers, or you can known as that is botnet. So they are trying to communicate with the server. Okay, so server allocation space in a memory, you can see that. So it is all infected by the communication server. Okay, so again, means what, SYNAC means what, performing a request to the server, and that request is not reaching to the server because of a traffic. Okay, or a type of an attack which is been already executed on that particular server. So it's all about sync flood. Then we move about UDP flood. So as we know, we have TCP and UDP, right? So it's all about user datagram protocol. What exactly is happening, again, an infected computer, attacker sends a very huge amount of HTTP request to the victim server, which will never be completed. Okay, for example, the server load is to just take, or just to take an input of 10 packets per second. So what exactly in the infected computer is doing, the infected computer, it will just send more than 10 or 20, more than 10 packets, so just like 20 packets per minute. So what exactly is happening, it is being overloaded at the victim's end, victim server end. The server is not able to handle that load at that moment of time, right? So it can get crash, or it cannot be able to give the service to the legitimate user. So this is all about again UDP flood, which in which there are huge amount of HTTP requests are sent at the victim's end or victim's server, so that he cannot give an reply or acknowledgement message to the computers, revert it back, so that this kind of attack is going to perform, or just going to damage or crash the system server at that particular time being. It can be recovered if, yes, only in spite that computer, the organization should have a good backup system and all at that moment. So this is all about different categories which we have learned about, types of DDoS attack, just like we have seen ping of dead, Smurf flood, DNS flood, synchronization flood, UDP flood, etc. So now the question arises, yeah, we have seen what is exactly DDoS, what is DOS, but how we are going to prevent such kinds of attack. Okay, so now we are going to see the preventive measures of DDoS attack. So there are some 5 points, I will list it out. First is plan of scale. Second is deploy firewalls, allocate rules, install protection tools, then keep everything to up to date. So this is basically 4 or 5 types of prevention. I will just talk it about a little bit in brief. Okay, plan of scale means what, just if you are establishing a server, or if you want to be a secure in secure hand, or your network or your computer should be in a secure hand. So first of all, you should just deploy antiviruses in your computers. You should deploy a firewall. You should enable your firewall settings which is there in your systems. Okay, there are regular patches of the operating system. You have to patch all the systems day by day, keep a regular update of the softwares and all, install protecting tools. Okay, then allocate rules. There are some rules. If you're working with server level kind of a operation, you can just apply a rule to that particular system, so that none of the uh, just none of the IPs which are other than the outside IPs, or which is not present in the internal IP addresses, can be directly blocked. You can install IDS, IPS within your system or at server level. So these are some preventive measures which we can do at most to prevent such kinds of DDoS attacks. So this is all about today's topic. So in short, I would like to conclude the topic as nothing but, no matter how secure a system is, or a good defense technique has to be implemented. Okay, it has to be used as possible as to completely prevent DDoS attack. As we know, security is myth, but we have to prevent each and everything, and we will do at the uttermost to protect our systems, our devices, the servers, so that our data is in a secure hand. So likewise, I would like to conclude all my topic to today's topic. So thank you very much. Hope you have enjoyed and learned many things about DDoS and DOS attack. Thank you.